It's time to look at some freshman quarterbacks from the 2023 recruiting class, and we're going to start from the top, work our way down from the bottom like we have at the other positions. That means we're going to be looking at Arch Manning, going to Texas, 5-star, the golden goose of the class, the golden goose of the last few years. We're going to pluck this goose. We're going to look at him. We're going to look at his profile. We're going to look at the highlights. Before you do, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because we're covering your favorite prospects all offseason long. We're going to start looking at 2024 too. Might as well. Maybe even 2025. Let's look at as many as possible. We're going to load up the channel. Also going to be looking at training camp clips as those start to come out. As you noticed on my channel, I'm going to have them here. Whatever I find, I share. Whether it's nonsense or the greatest catch ever, it will be here. That's why you need to subscribe so you don't miss out on your favorite rookies, your favorite veterans, your favorite players, your favorite team. It will be here on top of the fantasy football analysis. So everything's here. Be here. Hit that subscribe button. But let's look at Arch Manning right now. We're going to look at the 247 Sports Player Profile page. We're going to do this quick because we've heard a lot about him over the last couple years. And then we're going to look at the highlights. You hear just for the highlights, just fast forward a little bit. But I want to make this one extra quick because we know a lot about him. 6'4", 215, enrolled 1/9/2023. We've heard tons about him over the last couple of years. Felt like he's been enrolled forever because we've heard so much. 1 composite and rankings. He's up there. He's at Texas, so he's going to be a Longhorn. Look who all went after him. Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Boston College tried to sneak in there. 14 offers. He would have had more, but pretty locked in. He was pretty locked in where he was going to go, so you might as well put your effort somewhere else. Round 1, comparison, Joe Burrow. Let me know who you got him compared to, whether you know it now or you have the comparison after you watch these highlights. I want to hear about it. Some things they said, 6'4", 215 pounds of frame, growth potential, additional 10 to 15 pounds to his frame at the next level. So you're looking at probably a 225, 230-pound quarterback here in the next couple of years when he comes out for the draft, if I've done the math right. Appears to have good pocket awareness, ability to extend plays, has mobility. I remember seeing that stuff. We've covered him on the channel. We've covered him a few times. We did a highlights analysis on him about a year or so ago. We've covered some of his high school plays as they were going on. And we're doing it again today because we're going to look at him in depth. Can play rushed under pressure at times, under duress. Pretty much what you're saying is you're getting a Manning. You're getting a guy that's composer, slings it downfield, has a little bit of mobility is what you're saying. We're going to look at that. I remember seeing that. We've watched him here before. That's in the archives from a long time ago. The connections, Peyton, Eli, Archie. Arch got some. We all know it, though. Nothing new here. Look at the production. 2,200 yards passing, 2,400 yards, 19, 115 total touchdowns. Rushing productions there, 123 yards on his career and 20 rushing touchdowns. We know all about this dude. We know he's a high-end prospect. We know he's the golden goose. So let's take a look at the golden goose here. Let's see. This is from overtime. I just plucked this one. The thing about him is there's highlights everywhere, and some of them, he's kind of different guy to try and find highlights for. So I just chose this one. It's 6.5 minutes of highlights. But let's take a look. And if you want more on him, I'll gladly do another video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you see out of him. I'm going to just watch, commentate what we're looking at. If there's a game you want me to show, let me see it. But here's him dropping some dimes, quick passes. At the start of this highlight reel, everything is like quick and jumpy, so you're not getting much pre-snap. I don't really like that too much, but it is what it is. It's the kind of stuff you get with a golden goose prospect. There's other highlights. I can dig them up too. If you want me to dig more up, I'll find more. So we're getting a good look. One thing you're getting to notice that frame, height, little thickness, what you expect. I can't comment too much on that play because objectively there's a lot I did not see. So here we go. Throws it. Puts it where it needs to be. Steps back. One step, one read, go. Ball up. Good placement. Wasn't that play like one of the first ones? That must have been just a primer to it, I guess. Now we're probably actually in the highlights. I'm taking it. Steps back. Looks. One thing I see is he sees you even, he sees you leaving, he whips it out. Got a little bit of mobility here, that's a good thing. little bit of contact balance, more mobility. Again, not a track star or anything, but you can move a little bit. That's a good thing to see. I want to see him under duress. I mean, I guess that's part of it. He just takes it down and goes. Takes it down and goes. Is there any other quarterbacks in this class you like better than Arch Manning? That's one thing I want to hear. That's one thing I want to know. Because some of you guys look at recruits a lot. I look at recruits for Devy Fantasy Football primarily, so I'm looking how they can project to the NFL level. If that's something you're into, Devy Fantasy Football, I suggest you look into that because that's fun. You have a dynasty team and a college dynasty team, and they merge together. That's a good deep ball right there. I mean, I'm expecting good stuff. One, it's highlights of a Golden Goose prospect of a Manning. Him moving under duress there. Moves well. Throws on the run. That looks nice. That looks nice. They got him comped to Joe Burrow on 247 Sports or 24/7 Sports, whatever you want to call it. Fits that in well. What do you got him comped to? I want to hear that. Runs it a bit. We got some mobility. Looking good. Ooh, nice balance and strength there. Steps back. One step and look. Even you leaving. You got a couple steps. Good placement. On the run here. Let's see. See him find his guy. Oh, all the way across field. Easy one. I mean, hard for the processing mentally, but boom. Everything's fast-paced, though. I like to see more pre-snap. I'm going to find more highlights of him. I'm going to just dig for more, and I'll have another video just from what I'm watching here. So if you're a Texas fan, you're watching this, pay attention. Probably next couple days, weeks, I'll have another one. I'll try and find me something with more pre-snap so we can get a better look. One thing I can tell you that when we do see those highlights, it's going to look good. I mean, that's what you should expect. A guy rated this high coming out. Steps back, throws it. Not really even a highlight. It's an expectation. Steps back, behind the line. Like all things I'm expecting. Nothing negative. If anything, the highlight package, the guy who put this together, I wish he gave me a little bit more to look at, but I'll find it. I don't want to share it with you guys, so I'll find more. That's just part of the game. It's part of the highlight watching game, guys. We look for highlights, we find highlights, we share highlights, and we go from there. We try to do our best. All in all, we enjoy the process. A lot of quick ones. Watched them on TV and stuff, though, because they do show them on ESPN and stuff on the high school footage. Not all short stuff. Good goal line run there. Dude's got some size, some power to him. Play action, runs up. There we go. Steps back, boom. Steps back, hits him on the out route. Quick decision making. I mean, he didn't push it downfield. He went to his outlet. You're watching highlights. The hard part with quarterbacks, you don't see the whole field. You don't see where they're progressing at. I don't know if there was another guy open on the other side. That's one thing. I mean, someone's going to point that out in the comments. You always get that when we're looking at highlights, especially if it blows up. Videos get very funny when they blow up. The comments section does. I love it. But he is not scared to fit it in there, too. He is not scared. Sees it and whips it. Watch his mechanics a little bit more. It's hard when there's a lot of out routes and stuff. Rolls. Can throw it on the run a little bit or on the jog or whatever you want to call it. If you want to be accurate. Sees it and whips it. He's got a good tight end there. Whoever the hell he is. He's a fun quarterback. I'm going to have fun watching him evolve at the college level. Ooh. Runs well. Again, you're this size at the high school level. You're going to run people over. But that's not a slight. That's a good thing. Steps back. Throws it. Steps into it. A little dart. Throws on the run well. Ball pops out there. Hums. Thinks fast. thinks fast. I expect all that. I'm gonna have more highlights on him. I want more. I want to dissect a little bit more. I know it's all gonna be good, but I don't want to. I want to be open minded too. I have 11 up on a lot of these highlights making plays. I noticed 11 a lot. He puts a lot into it in those throws too. If you notice, he puts a lot of his body into that. I don't know. I need to see more. I want to have more highlights of Arch Manning. I saw nothing but good, which should be considering you're a Golden Goose prospect with highlights. I want to find more games, more highlights. I guarantee you, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I want to have another video on him like this and going over the highlights again, another round, considering it's a top tier prospect, considering his highlight packages are all over the place. There's so many to choose from. So I chose this one. We went over it. It gave you a good variance. The way it's cut up is what I didn't like. That was my only negative thing, but his play was good. Throws well on the run. Has deep ball. Has accuracy. Has zip. Thinks fast. Fast mental processor, which is a good thing to see. I want to see him under more duress, but under this level, you're not going to get that too often. And he's mobile. He's got some ability. He's not a speedster or anything, but he's got some ability, which is good. They comped him to Joe Burrow. Let me know who you got on comp to. I'm not huge on comps. I feel like if someone interprets it wrong, it could be misinformation. And comps, no one player is the same with another. They all got these different things. I look at players more like snowflakes. I may comp traits, like this guy may look like this or that. But all in all, I don't like doing one-for-one comps because it can confuse some people. So I try to steer away from it, but people want it a lot too. Who do you comp this guy to? Who do you comp this guy to? But I don't like comps at all. I just like looking at their attributes, how they win, their intangibles, best way they fit on their new team, how they can win at the college level, and how can they project to the NFL level, how can they be productive, what's the odds of them exceeding expectations and being a top college producer and being a first-round pick, second-round pick at the NFL draft. What are the odds of that? Just looking at all that stuff. That's what I like to look at. And comping players, I don't want to misdirect anybody. Even if it's a good one, if it's on, there could be like something that player did down the line that could be stuck in their head, and I don't want to give misinformation. I just come here, I react to these clips, go over the film, go over the 247 Sports player profile page, and go from there. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about it. Tap that subscribe button. Catch you on the next video.